Hi everyone, it's JimClassic again, and you are watching Geekin It. That's right, I am going to be doing another toy review. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise.
So in my last review of the Generation 2 Combiner Wars Stunticons, I did mention that I might be doing Botcon 2011 Stunticon Job set. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this. Okay, so yes, Botcon 2011, Pasadena, California, the Stunticon Job from Transformers Animated. Um, yeah. Also, really glad that I got this set. Transformers Animated. Okay? Transformers Animated. That was what? 2008 to 2009? And that was only 3 seasons? Probably one of my favorite Transformers seasons. It just was nestled right in between the first 2007 Transformers movies, or also known as Bayformers, and it took place, or also in between Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. In fact, Transformers Animated was canceled because of Revenge of the Fallen. So Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen unfortunately killed Transformers Animated, and that should have been a fucking crime, man. Um, Transformers Animated was a complete contrast to the Bayformers design, where the Bayformers are overcomplicated walking scrap piles. Transformers Animated was stupid simple. Transformers like Bumblebee were cartoonishly simple in their design. And that is because the creator of Transformers Animated, Derek Wyatt? I know I'm messing that name wrong. I think it's Derek Wyatt or something. He also did Teen Titans, which, as a lot of us all have the opinion, Teen Titans was a great cartoon series, and Transformers Animated tried to recapture that for a Transformers universe, and I think they did a pretty good job at it. Transformers Animated had a ton of G1 references, cameos. They had veteran voice actors come back, some of them to reprise their roles, like Shockwave and RC and Blur. And there were so many Easter eggs put into the show. Transformers Animated was just a little short of brilliant. And I loved a lot of the toys in this line. They were just simple and they were fucking fun. And then it was over. Transformers Animated wrapped up after its 3rd season, even though they had planned out a 4th season, but it never saw the light of day. And me personally, and a lot of other Transformers fans, that was, like I said, a crime. There should have been that 4th season. There should have been more of that cartoon show. They should have followed it up with a comic book. They should have followed it up with something else. At least they tried. Yes, the Stunticon Job takes place after the 3rd season of Transformers Animated, where Megatron is in jail. He has been captured by the Autobots at this point, and the Stunticons are pretending to be Autobots, and their master plan is to break Megatron out of jail. um, so yeah, this set in 2011, when this set was available at the convention, I did not get it. I did not go to the convention. I had a crappy job. I haven't been to a Transformers convention in a long time. When this was announced, I knew I was missing out on something, okay? But I chose to miss out on it because I didn't have the money at the time to even buy it as a non-attending package. So I let this slip through my fingers. And it wasn't until 2014 that I actually got my hands on this in the aftermarket. I saved up for several months, I was constantly checking eBay, just checking the prices, and the aftermarket was selling this between $350 to $450. Okay, that's how much the aftermarket was selling this box set. So I saved up for a while. I looked and I searched, and I found the perfect one. All right, this box set and the 2009 G2 breakdown. I got this and that for $400 even. And I bought it. I hit buy it now, sent the payment. Literally 3 freaking days later, it showed up in the mail. This thing was boxed up and ready to go, and maybe this thing was cursed or something. Maybe this thing brought the previous owner some really bad luck. But this thing showed up on my doorstep 3 days later. And wow, was I happy. This box set is almost, I would almost say, like my holy grail. I do have a few other holy grails, or that I would consider my holy grails, one of them being a G1 Omega Supreme. But this I let slip through my fingers, and I knew I was missing out on something cool. And then I eventually got it. Yes, I paid almost twice as much for it. But yeah, hey, I also got this guy. I'm not complaining. But I do consider this a small holy grail. Anyway, I have gushed on about this long enough. Let's just get to this, okay? First off, the box looks really cool. It's very simple. Just we have our 5 Stunticons and the big old Decepticon logo right there. Just pops. It's all design. Transformers Animated was all about the design. Yeah, this is Pasadena, California. Botcon 2011. Got the side. Got the top with the logo and the crest. On the side again. Ta-da. And it has oh, hey, here's the creator's name. Yes. Derek J. White. Oh, I was correct. See? Derek J. White. Okay, so I'm glad I got that right. So let's open this bad boy up. Gravity. It is a bitch. Come on. Oh, okay. I also forgot. Included. Yes. I didn't just get him. His bio is in here too. So I just kind of kept it in the box. So, you know. Well, I guess I'll start with Breakdown. I like him. This mold has been used a couple times as Sideswipe, as Sunstreaker. In 2012, he was repainted as G1 Breakdown, which I also have that one too. I have a small army of breakdowns between all of these sets. I have a clone army of breakdowns, okay? But anyway, yes, this mold, I like this mold. It's fun, it's cool. It's a bitch to transform, but then again, so is Sideswipe and Sunstreaker and the other breakdown. And actually, they're the only ones that I have of this mold, all 4, these 4. There are others, but yeah, it's a cool thing. Comes with a cool bio. Okay, that's it for this breakdown because that's all I really want to talk about him. I showed him off already in the other one. So his toy review is split up between the G2 Stunticons and Stunticon Job. Yes, G2 2009 breakdown. I like it. It's a good thing. First off, we got the little pin, and it says Pasadena, California, Botcon. There are pictures of it. I've got tons of pictures on it, but yes, it's all right here. They're all right there. Da-da-da-da. So we're just gonna cut into the close-up part, and we'll just go on with that, okay? All right, let's just do this. All right, so what we have here are the 5 Stunticons in their styrofoam packaging, and also in the center we have the Autobot Botcon logo right there, which it's a cool little pin. I've just never decided what to do with it. I'll probably just keep it in there, just for collector's purposes, I guess. But okay, so let's check out the individual vehicle modes. Okay, so here we have the 5 Stunticons outside of the package, and I decided to put Breakdown over there because, you know, he came with them, he was shipped with them, I bought him with them, so he's kind of like family. And below here, we have, you know, as I pointed out before, G2 Breakdown's bio, which is right there. And each Stunticon came with their own bio and instruction manual, obviously. So we got Wild Rider, We got Dead End. We got Motor Master. We have Breakdown. And we have Dragstrip. Except Dragstrip is looking a little bit different than we're used to seeing him. We'll get to that later. It also came with this. I got a certificate of authenticity of the Stunticon Job. See? There's that. And it did come with this comic book. Even though the comic book is a little bit beaten up, this is completely irrelevant to me because I already own the comic book. I owned the comic book before I ever owned the toys because I bought them off of the website. So, you know. And I also own him. I own Toxitron too. You know. I own G2 Sideswipe. I own all those guys. Anyway, so let's move on to this bunch. Let's take a closer look at the vehicle modes, and we will start with none other than Breakdown, our favorite Stunticon of all time, because I have so many of them. So, here we have Breakdown. He is, we'll start with this. This is his weapon in vehicle mode and robot mode, and it's a dual bow and arrow, okay, with working spring-loaded missiles, okay? So here we have the vehicle mode. Now, this is a repaint of Rodimus Prime. Yes, I'm calling him Rodimus Prime, not Rodimus Minor or whatever. But yes, this is the Rodimus mold. Okay, it does have the flip-out engine. I just decided I liked this better over the flip-out engine. See, the little engine is, oh, you can barely even see the engine. But yeah, I mean, it's a really cool sports car. Yes, it does. With this paint mold, turns Rodimus into Breakdown, and it works. I mean, the spoiler is clearly hot rod. It's a hot rod design, but this sells it. This sells it as Breakdown. I would have been okay if they had just left that out altogether, just like removed it, you know, because it's this little. Oh, I guess you can't remove it. There's no screw underneath, but this looks great. All right, I really like this vehicle mode. It makes a good Breakdown. Anyway, moving to Dead End. Dead End is our depressing Decepticon. This is a straight up repaint of the Jazz mold. Okay, that's it. It's just really cool. You know, like cool Decepticon symbol, the racing stripe and everything. You know, it rolls well. You know, I like it. It's really cool. I love the black and red pipes and everything. The mirrors. You know, it continues on right there. It's really cool. You know, it rolls well. It's awesome. Okay to me. All right, we're gonna move over to Dragstrip, and Dragstrip is a repaint of the RC mold. And yeah, I guess, you know, as since Dragstrip is supposed to be a Formula One racer, this is as close to a Formula One racer as I guess Transformers Animated ever got, even though it's clearly based off of the RC mold. And it looks good. I like the red and yellow and the little silver there, and the yellow, the red accents. It looks really freaking awesome. I love this thing. All right. So far, everything is a-okay. Okay. Moving on to Wild Rider. Wild Rider is okay. Yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna go with him. He's okay. I was never a huge fan of the Lockdown mold. He's just not one of my favorites. So, you know, this is just a repaint of Lockdown. Now, if you notice, this is the blazing Lockdown mold because the regular Lockdown has the hook. This one has the chainsaw, and I don't understand how this works. It just, yeah, that's it. It doesn't really fold in. There's no place to fold it in. I just have to remove it, and I don't think that's supposed to be like that. It's either this is supposed to be a permanent fixture, or somebody screwed up, and this is a mold problem. I just don't know. So, and also this
wheel doesn't really... If you notice, that wheel's not moving. I think all the other three are moving. No, that's not moving either. So just the back wheels are moving. So yeah, I mean, Wild Rider's okay. I mean, the paint job looks nice. Again, nice Decepticon symbol there. Can you see it? You know, they all have the same symbol as the box cover. I mean, it looks nice. It's a very drab color, but that's Wild Rider for you. You know, it's just this chainsaw thing. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why it doesn't flip or anything. It's just there, and you know, it's eh. It's eh. So, moving right along to the big bad guy himself is Motor Master. And they did a really good job capturing his G1 color and imitating the trailer in a sense. That was really clever right there because, you know, black cab with a purple and gray trailer, they did a good job imitating that. And it looks good. I mean, it's still, I guess, like a fire truck of sorts because there's still the light bar and the hose, but it's a fire truck you don't want to mess with because most likely he'll light your house on fire instead of put the fire out. Otherwise, this is based off of the Optimus Prime mold. The Optimus Prime mold is a good freaking mold, okay? But yeah, this is cool. This is a cool iteration of Motor Master, and I totally dig it. So, without further ado, I'm not going to waste any time here. Let's just go right to the robot modes, okay? Shall we? Let's do that. And here we have the robot modes. And if you're looking at these and you're thinking, wow, a lot of these robot modes look familiar, it's because a lot of them are familiar because, again, they're all repaints with some new heads on some of them. And poor Wild Rider over there. My camera is so... I tried adjusting it, but he is so tall that I had to crouch him down just to get them all in this shot. But yeah, these are the Stunticons in robot mode. And well, since I started with breakdown, let's start with breakdown again. Okay. Here we have breakdown. Again, this is the Rodimus mold. Hey, look. This is the Rodimus Prime mold, and this mold was used twice for Botcon as breakdown and sideswipe. The head sculpt is obviously not Rodimus, so this is the one thing that they really did, and it's a really cool. I like that grimace on his face. This is a really nice G2, or I'm sorry, G2. I'm still thinking of my other Stunticons. I'm thinking of this guy. Okay, I'm thinking of this guy. Hi. No, but this is a really cool breakdown head. All right. I like that little visor thing right there and the details, and that's a cool look. And while we're at it, since I brought him, you know, G2 breakdown. So obviously they don't maintain the same breakdown head because this is more of a traditional breakdown head. They also had to use this for sideswipe too, so they probably had to find a marriage of the two for sideswipe and breakdown. But that's fine. That's okay. Otherwise, this breakdown's pretty cool. It means you have the wide body and the cool boots and the bow and arrow and everything. He does still have the Rodimus spoiler in the back, but you don't really see it if you're looking at him in the front. But yeah, this is overall, this is a pretty cool guy. I mean, this is an awesome figure. Transformers Animated made some cool stuff, and this is a really cool robot mode. I dig him. I totally dig this guy. Moving right along, we will go with Dead End. Dead End is a straight up repaint of Jazz. Okay, this head sculpt is Jazz with. Are you gonna focus? Are you gonna focus? His face is so glassy, I don't think it's focusing well. His face is basically just Jazz, except with some robo-facial hair. Okay? But, I mean, it's still a nice head sculpt. This looks nothing like Dead End. Okay? This is just Dead End. This is Jazz and Dead End's colors. I'm not complaining though because they only get so many head sculpts, and they just did what they could with Dead End here. But again, awesome robot mode, good range of motion, nice paint job. I don't really see Dead End as being a martial arts master either, but he has nunchucks. And that's pretty much it for Dead End. He does look cool. I do. This is one of my favorite Transformers animated molds. Okay, I do like this guy. Okay, moving on to Dragstrip, and Dragstrip is drunk. Let's try that again. And Dragstrip is, if you haven't noticed or weren't paying attention, is now a female. Dragstrip is a female. Okay, it's basically a repaint of RC. Okay, we have still got the cool yellow and the red streaks and all that stuff, the cool design. You know what she almost reminds me of? And she's about to fall over again. This almost reminds me of Kill Bill when Uma Thurman was dressed in the yellow, and she fell again. Okay, but yeah, this almost reminds me of Uma Thurman when she was in the karate outfit. She's got the cool Energon swords, and let's look at her head sculpt. Now, it's the RC head sculpt. They didn't give her a new head sculpt, but this red and everything, this makes her look badass. I mean, this does make her look evil. Got the cool Decepticon logo right there. But yeah, this does make her look pretty evil, and it's awesome. Actually, I don't care if Dragstrip here is a bit gender bended, or actually, if you really think about it, maybe Dragstrip is still a male, but he's in drag, or not. Anyway, let's move on to Wild Rider, who's kind of crouched over there. Let's stand this guy up. All right, and oh, okay. Well, let's start with that. So yeah, we have Wild Rider, and again, it's a remake. It's a repaint of Lockdown with a new head sculpt. This is a new head sculpt that makes him look a little bit crazier. It does. Are you gonna focus? No? He does have this weird, like, monster crazy eyes going on with that head sculpt. It is a wild head sculpt, okay? And since his name is Wild Rider, I guess it makes sense. But he looks like he's nuts, okay? But much like I said, much like Lockdown, he's okay. He's just very gangly. He's got these long limbs and everything. The whole arm thing here looks crazy, ridiculous. And, he's cool and all. It's just, this is not my favorite mold. It really just isn't. But it's not bad. It just, there were so little cars in this toy line that they probably didn't have a lot of options. Or they just decided, his name is Wild Rider, and they had a wild design for this, so they just went with it. One or the other. But yeah, Wild Rider. He's just going to stand back there. And actually, if you notice, he's taller than Motormaster, okay? He's taller than the Voyager class. Damn. Damn. Let's move on to Motormaster. Alright, Motormaster, the leader of the Stunticons. And look at him in his badassery right there. First off, it's the Optimus Prime body with Motormaster's head. That boxy head that we all know and love for Motormaster. So it looks like, Motormaster here is kind of sporting like a black t-shirt with like purple pants and those crazy boots. That's kind of what it looks like. He looks. I like his color coordination. Let's put it that way. This guy is dressed to impress or to beat you up. But let's look at that head sculpt. You gonna focus? This camera is not doing a great job in focusing today. But yeah, this is a really cool head sculpt. I love the Fu Manchu he's got going on, that facial that mustache he's got. He looks like a trucker, and he looks like a badass mother trucker. There we go. That was a great pun. Now, of course, he has his weapons, his little squirt gun, and his battle axe, which looks like, imitates the colors of the trailer. And just a quick comparison to that, there's there's one of the Japanese Optimus Primals that I have, or Optimus Prime. Did I call him Optimus Primal? One of the Japanese animated Optimus Primes I have. He's supposed to come with like battle armor, which I have him on my other one, but this is all see-through and ghostly, and those two are not friends. But yeah, again, this Motormaster is great with the posability and everything, and the head sculpt, and that, and this, and the doober, and the dabber, and the dippity doop dop dop. And now he's dancing. Now he's doing disco. All right, he looks like he would do disco. Okay, so that those are my Botcon Stunticons. They are freaking awesome. I love them. Really glad I have them in my collection.
Okay, so there we have it. That was my review of Transformers Animated Botcon 2011 Stunticon Job set. I'm so glad I have those characters in my collection, because in Transformers Animated there weren't as many Decepticons as there were Autobots. This really helped fill out my Decepticon collection, and it's great. I really wish there was more of Transformers Animated. Yeah, there were a few more in the subscription club. Actually, there was only one more in the subscription service, and that was Blackjack, which I have him too. But I really wish to see more of Transformers Animated. With the Thrilling 30 they did about 2 years ago, I was really hoping that they would slip in an animated character every once in a while, but that didn't happen. And I'm still holding out hope that we'll see some more Transformers Animated just kind of sprinkled in with some of the toy lines that are out right now. I really want to see that, and I'm hoping it happens. But until then, I am happy with the Stunticon Job set. It's really cool, and just gives me that warm, fuzzy feeling. Either that or it's 80 degrees in here, which, I'm sweating like crazy. Anyway, I am JimClassic, and you have been watching Geekin' It. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching my video, and also please don't forget to check out my online store with designedbyhumans.com. My store is called JimClassic Creates Stuff. It's a very simple name, maybe a little bit catchy. I don't know, I'm not a marketing guy. But either way, I think it's kind of cool. And I hope you check it out. I have some original artwork in there. I have a tiny bit of fan art sprinkled in there. And it's still a new site. I'm going to have more artwork in there, but you can get t-shirts and hoodies and mugs and some stickers and some cell phone cases and stuff like that. So please, check it out. JimClassic Creates Stuff with designedbyhumans.com. Alright? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.